So I am back again to do the MRI to now confirm that the biopsy marker is in the right area that correlates with the MRI. Sorry. So I'm about to get undressed, get ready, go back in, and be able to report back good news really soon, hopefully. Thank you. Just got done. So we are going to be waiting for the results.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to pop in real quick with an update. But first, if you're new and you just came across me for the very first time, thank you so much. I am Zacobia. I am a jack of many trades. But what brought you to my channel is probably the fact that I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm popping on today real quick to give an update. So anyone who's been following along with the previous videos in terms of the suspicious scare that showed up on my MRI, I now officially have the true update to provide, like now that everything is done. And so in my previous video, you would have heard me say that I got the biopsy back and the biopsy results were benign. Thank God, right? Well, today I have even better news, because the next step in that process was for me to get another MRI to then confirm that the biopsy or the cord needle markers were in the same place where the suspicious site was on the MRI. And so I went in and had that done. And so I can officially report back and say I am good, all is clear. So I had my MRI done. Ironically, it was the same radiologist that did the biopsy that read my MRI results. And so he was able to basically see his own work and make sure that the markers were in the right place as it correlated to the previous MRI. And so I am happy to report that he was able to confirm that the marker is in the same place that correlates where the suspicious site was that we already know is benign. And so the best news I could have ever gotten. Not that I was extremely worried about anything, because again, I said early on that I trust God, that I am healed. And so I knew that this was just a distraction, something to throw me off a little bit. But it's so good to, just have that confirmation that everything is good. So, biopsy good, check. And then now I can say, what I got from the biopsy is indeed from the site that showed up for, the MRI that looked like it was suspicious at the time. And now, that spot we know for a fact is benign. It's just from whatever reason, some surgical, whatever going on, but it ain't nothing malignant, and we gonna take that. Okay. So, I am too thrilled. I'm too grateful. Beyond grateful, to be honest. I am beyond grateful. God is just really good. God is faithful, and the faithfulness is, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, because it could have gone any other way. But God is, standing firm with what he told me already. And, for me, that is everything. And so for anybody else that faces something like this, well, for one, anyone that goes through a breast cancer diagnosis, know that every other appointment that follows after that is like, you're holding your breath, hoping and praying that nothing else pops up. And so when you get to an appointment where something does pop up, you're just kind of like, trying to figure out how to navigate that, which I've talked about that before, initially when this started 3 weeks ago. And so, I can just confidently say, like, you never really truly, erase what you have gone through out of your head. Yet, when you're grounded in your faith, it helps you get through moments like this. When you've gone through the trenches, you make it out on the other side. Oh man, you have to have, you have to have a crazy amount of faith for one to make it out of those trenches. And so when you get on the other side, you can't just let the faith go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't forget where you've come from, and just move past that completely. It's going to always be a part of you. And so I'm just grateful. And there are times when I say, you know, in my prayers, like, don't ever let me forget, you know, what I've gone through. Don't ever let me get too comfortable with just my life, my existence, my purpose, because I always want to be grounded and connected in my faith and in the love of God. And so I know that has a lot to do with I know that this was a whole lot more than I anticipated saying, because I really just popped on to say, hey, quick update, I'm good, check. But I wanted to say that as well. And so thank you guys who you know, have been a part of this journey for a very long time. And, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys were probably holding your breath when you saw the first video. But, you know, those that have stood in the gaps and prayed and all of that, thank you so much. Your girl is good. And so I will follow up with my oncologist over the next couple of days, just to see when we want to, how we want to get back on track, and, you know, how the future looks in terms of follow-up appointments in the future. But for right now, man, God is good. God is good. All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, she's on my back.
Leaving my MRI, and he says, do you want to get on my back? Here we are.